Baby, it was beautiful. Your night love is gone. Everyone is acting dumb. 나라도 서볼게 smile. 겨울이 가도 봄이 오지. 웃었다가 다시 up. Okay, okay. Nobody's falling down. I love you, everybody get home safe, gang gang. 너도 좋은 곳에서 편히 쉬길 바래 이젠. 너의 향기가 남아서 feeling really bad bad. 공감도 못할 일이었지 when I was 18. 비로소 피어날 준비가 돼. 너라는 꽃은 폈고 모두가 올 때 나는 웃어줄 거야 꼭. 내가 받은 게 좀 알아 넌 모르겠지 아마도 걱정 마. 내가 그 꽃잎으로 남아있어. Hey, 같이 길을 걷자 양쪽에 나의 rose. 그 길을 따라갈게 어디도 너가가. Baby, it was beautiful. Your night love is gone. Everyone is acting dumb. 나라도 서볼게 smile. 겨울이 가도 봄이 오지. 웃었다가 다시 up. Okay, okay. Nobody's falling down.
내가 내린 제고바닥에는 white rose. Why everybody's talking about the sorrow. 내가 너의 자리를 빛나게 해주겠어. Hold up, I see you shining like star. Oh, that's the place you born. No one can replace you. No one can do it like you. 짙게 향이 밴 듯이 남아있어 내 눈. And 너의 흔적들이 다시 보여 찬이 따라가려 해. Baby, I wanna stay home. In my heart, the flowers bloom in my heart. 더 이상 슬프지 않아. 너가 여기 있잖아.
I will miss you forever in my heart. World is beautiful wherever you are. 영원할 거야 너의 마지막 day. I will miss you forever in my heart. Baby, it was beautiful. Your night love is gone. Everyone is acting dumb. 나라도 서볼게 smile. 겨울이 가도 봄이 오지. 웃었다가 다시 up. Okay, okay. Nobody's falling down.
Quan điểm quang ảnh trước đây, phóng viên Bolshevik cũng cho biết ngày càng nhiều người trên đảo có thành công camera hành nước. Tuy nhiên, theo quan điểm của Bolshevik, họ sẽ không có sự để họ một số người dân có ảnh hưởng đến các loại bỏ một số sinh viên đã làm việc ở lỗi hoặc
쓰고 다시 벌어 우리가 생각하는 winning 시간이 갔고 쟤들은 손도 못해 sling Focus on calm after winning and winning Their bodies all around me at the killing and the killing 모두 제거한 뒤에 오늘 저녁 먹어 치킨 근데 아직 배고프지 작업실은 키친 모두 떠나간 뒤에도 여전히 홍대 위치 우린 여기 있지 Yeah we still winning When it late 우린 이게 벌어 late When it late Mission day to the life When it late 우린 이게 벌어 late When it late Baby, it's a real life. 사막하는 coffee we go yeah we going. I'll be just a buggy, 나의 후회. 하나 없어 그래서 벌고 있어 원인. 달러 make money like that, 비양 Bruce Wayne. Fuck it, I'ma fuck it, 어디 hoes and lead. 쟤네 hard 알아는데 어때 let me see. 젊은 애들 알아 we the best major key. 이러다 닥에서 하는 we the last swing. 발자국 정직해서 내 칼자루 위에 빗자국 좋은 거로도 내게서 팔자루. 난 친다는 느낌만 알아서 장난을 칠 수가 없어서 준비했지만 밤에 my whole life 준비했어 winning. 공중전화 박스 안에서 자던 나를 다시 기림. 그래서 난 원했나봐 싱글 오픈 ceiling. 누군가는 할까 이런 삶의 주인 feeling. Oh they believe I'm in it. 뒤에 시간은 10일 I'm winning. Now I'm getting bass like live O's. Running from the karma like 5-0s. 발로고도 차지뱀 쌓고 너의 멘탈은 부서져 타코. 친구들이 몰아주는 차에 올라타 삶을 with the best. 쓰고 다시 벌어 네가 생각하는 winning 시간이 갔고 쟤들은 손도 못해 sling. Focus on calm after winning and winning Their bodies all around me at the killing and the killing 모두 제거한 뒤에 오늘 저녁 먹어 치킨 근데 아직 배고프지 작업실은 키친 모두 떠나간 뒤에도 여전히 홍대 위치 우린 여기 있지 Yeah we still winning When it late 우린 이게 벌어 late When it late Mission day to the life When it late 우린 이게 벌어 late When it late Baby it's a real life
쓰고 다시 벌어 다시 쓰고 다시 벌어 반복이지 이딴 것들은 내게 easy 나의 법은 내 뿐이지 여전히 똑같은 thinking 닿기를 바래 나의 진심 연이든 갱갱 너무 높은 곳에 맞추려면 no plastic 네 오빠는 사실 가짜 flex을 수 있어 if you rap hard. Yeah, 야 내기도 했어 매일 밤. Yeah, 수다지게 말해지 daily life. Yeah, 내 말을 don't know how to lose it. Yeah, 매일 들려오지 좋은 소식. Yeah, 왜냐면 나 지켰거든 소신. Yeah, 평생 웨이사 소신. Yeah, skinny my brother from another mother. 보다 반응 같아서 shout out to quiet. 7년 전에 된다고 했던 우리 틀린 적 없고 전부 다 맞았어.
네가 생각하는 winning 시간이 갔고 제대로 손도 못 했어 laying focus on calm after winning and winning their bodies all around me at the killing and the killing 모두 제거한 뒤에 오늘 저녁 먹어 치킨 근데 아직 배고프지 작업실은 키친 모두 떠나간 뒤에도 여전히 홍대 위치 우린 여기 있지 yeah we steady winning win it late 우린 이게 바로 late win it late vision day to the life win it late 우린 이게 바로 late win it late baby it's a real life
người trong vòng một năm khá lớn. Nhưng đặc điểm của hoạt động này ở Trung Quốc, đặc biệt là ở những ngân hàng chính thức hoạt động hàng tháng, với sự xuất hiện của các ngân hàng tổng số, gây ra một thảm họa và một thảm họa với động năng.
나를 지켜야 해 너를 지켜야 해 발걸음은 너 펴려고 또 뒤를 봐야 해 I can't allow it only I swear 나는 시간 없게 난 말을 준비 중에 너와 내 인정을 baby 모두 다 지켜야 해 서로 괜찮아 it's fine 내 사진 속에 늘 비싸 나를 지켜야 해 No matter what it takes 나는 앞으로 가야 해 모두 다 지켜야 해 You're the reason why I'm waiting on 내 차례가 왔고 I'm breaking on and this one for love as we taking over and over the planet 우리 딱부터 man it 우리 딱부터 man it You're the reason why I'm alive 널 지키기 위해서 난 원해 인정을 전부 다 앞으로 가는 건 맑은 감흥이 없어 전부 다 I'ma fix you I'ma go protect you like a shield of love Feel my family all the different delicacies on a plate 저도 괜찮아 it's okay I'm a grown ass man okay well, no matter what it takes 너는 내가 지켜줄게 손을 위로 두 손가락 바로 비싸니 나를 지켜야 해 너를 지켜야 해 발걸음은 너 펴려고 또 뒤를 봐야 해 I can't allow it only I swear 나는 시간 없게 난 말을 준비 중에 너와 내 인정을 baby 모두 다 지켜야 해 서로 괜찮아 it's fine 내 사진 속에 늘 비싸 너를 지켜야 해 No matter what it takes 나는 앞으로 가야 해 모두 다 지켜야 해
다시 한번 말해 I cannot love you late 땀이 나게 따르는 from 처음 mixtape 너무 멀리 왔대도 안 느려는 pace 필요 없어 break time 뛰고 있어 밤새 카페를 보 다시 비워 in my car 다시 난들 broke 되려고 해 전부 I don't give a 개시 않아 너네 bro 똑같은 걸 만들어도 먹고 싶을 때까지 begin it 저게 그처럼 해 불만이 많아 왜넌 대체 왜 그래 비워내 ashtray 또 반복되게 해 불만이 많은데 안 하고 있어 왜
나를 지켜야 해 너를 지켜야 해 발걸음은 너 펴려고 또 뒤를 봐야 해 I can't allow it only I swear 나는 시간 없게 난 말을 준비 중에 너와 내 인정을 baby 모두 다 지켜야 해 서로 괜찮아 it's fine 내 사진 속에 늘 비싸 너를 지켜야 해 No matter what it takes 나는 앞으로 가야 해 모두 다 지켜야 해
Alrighty, let's get this show on the road, yeah? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Blind Lost Judgment. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more Blind Lost Judgment. If you guys having a fantastic day wherever you are. Last time we played this game, we made some more progress in the story, in which we got ourselves another theory after our meeting with Yui Mamiya's, stating that Yui Mamiya is suspected to have conspired with Ehara into carrying out the murder of Hiro Mikashiba. But before we decide to confirm that, we need to we dedicated some time to do more of the school investigation, which we made some progress of, and advanced more into the dance competition. And Amasai is on the cusp of giving us access to another club. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ourselves right back into it. Let's see. Alright, leave the high school, huh? Okay, what's gonna happen outside? There has to be something happening outside if you're asking me to leave the high school, though. Oh yeah, I was going to tell Saori-san about Sawa-sensei and Yui Mamiya.
あ、沙織さん、八神だけど。
ええ、澤先生と話せましたか？
ああ、やっぱり彼女と間宮結衣は13年前同じクラスにいた。同級生のいじめ自殺があった時も。
なるほど。その件ですが、星野くんの方でもネットで新発見がありました。
ん？
そのいじめ加害者は河合真也という子で、13年前みつるくんが校舎を飛び降りた後、逃げるように転校しています。そして大人になるとこちらのカムロ町で働いていたようなんです。
へえ、そんなことまでネットで分かっちゃうの？
ええ、おまけに河合は同級生を自殺に追い込んだことを武勇伝のように話してたそうです。カムロ町でなら笑い話にでもなると思ったんでしょうか。
かもね。
組にこそ入らなかったものの、河合はほとんどヤクザみたいな人物のようで、今画像を送りました。5年前に撮られたものです。
あ、こいつ。
知ってる顔ですか？
Yep.
この間 RK のチンピラたちが探し回ってた。ガールズバーのマネージャーだって。
ええ、確かにガールズバーで働いてたようです。ただその店がどこかまでは分かってません。
こいつが河合真也だったのか。でもなんで今になって RK が探すんだ？
彼らはその河合を見つけたんですか？
いや、ただリーダーの相馬ってやつが言ってた。河合はもう殺されたらしいって。何年か前にカムロ町から姿消してそれっきりなんだ。
殺された？
ああ、でもこうして見ると最近似たような話を聞いたよな。今度の河合も三越柴と同じ過去にいじめ加害者だったやつだ。 それが2人とも殺された？
どうでしょう。カムロ町では何らかのトラブルで姿を消す人が少なくありません。理由は大体金か女か。河合もそんなケースの一人なのでは。
確かにね。
河合の件はこちらでもう少し調べてみます。 RK が聞き回ったおかげで町の情報もまだホットなはずですから。
Okay. Wow, talk about a small world, huh? Alright, I guess we need to find information on Shinya.
沙織さん、どうでした？八神さんはなんて？
ついこの間 RK の人たちが河合信也を探し回ってたそうです。カムロ町で。
え？
そして出された結論が河合はもう殺されたのだろうと。
おい、ずいぶん物騒な話だな。
確かに最近やから系の人たちが誰か探してるっぽかったですね。町の人たちに聞き込んだりして。でもなんで RK が河合を？まさかうちの事件とつながってくるんですかね。
Putting aside the connection between Mikashiba and Kawai, why is RK suddenly so involved?
RK についてはつながりがよくわかりません。星野くんは引き続きネットで河合のことを調べてください。私はちょっと出てきます。
え？
八神さんに頼ってばかりじゃいられませんから。少しは私も足を動かさないと。
Okay, looks like we're playing as Sari.
沙織さん、もしかして RK の連中に聞き込む気ですか？
ええ。彼らがなぜ河合信也を探してたか気になります。
なら僕も行きますよ。一人じゃ心配です。
大丈夫。まだ明るいし人目のあるところでやりますから。それに私一人の方が相手も口が軽くなるでしょう。
確かにそうかもしれませんけど。あ、じゃあ10分に1回安全確認の電話を入れます。
いえ、それも遠慮してもらいます。
へえ。
Don't worry, Hashina, you'll get your opportunity soon enough. First, I need to find some RK members. Unlike Yakuza, they're hard to identify by appearance alone. But no worries, in times like these, it's good to know the owner of Tender. He's well connected. Okay, one fast travel journey later. Yep. This is Bartender, the first place Yakuma's son worked at when he arrived in this city. You know, always has his ear to the ground. I'm sure I'd ask him where I might meet some RK members.
Oh, yeah? ようこそいらっしゃい、沙織ちゃん。嬉しいね、来てくれて。
お邪魔します。
こんにちは。ターボーと仲良しの先生よね。あの子は今日一緒じゃないの？
ええ。
そう。じゃあ遠慮なくガールズトークできちゃうね。
なんだいマリネ。それじゃ俺がお邪魔みたいになるじゃないの。
ああ、マスターは乙女心分かってくれるから許してあげる。
Two of them sure can keep up with each other, but if I'm gonna ask questions, I better order a drink.
何飲むか迷ってんでしょ？いいよ。内緒でターボーが入れてるボトル飲んじゃいな。あいつ最近ツケが溜まってるし。
ありがとうございます。そういうわけで RK の人たちと会えないかマスターに聞いてみようと思ってきたんです。
あちゃー、やっぱり仕事の用事だったか。でも沙織ちゃん、美味しそうにお酒飲んでくれるよね。
ほんとなんだかかっこいい。
そんなお二人に言われると恐縮しちゃいます。
マリネーと美人が2人並んでるとなんかこう年がいもなくウキウキしてくるね。
あらほんとだ。今日マスターいつもより12ヶ月は若く見える。
それじゃいつもと変わんないじゃないの。
だってマスターがそれ以上若くなったらかっこよすぎちゃうじゃない。
ああ、本当ですね。
Oh no, this isn't good. I'm getting so relaxed. I'm gonna forget about work.
いやー、しかし RK に会いたいと来たか。実はそこら中にいることはいるんだけどさ、彼らも仇から RK ですかと聞かれて、はいそうですとは言わないんだ。
そうね。しかも沙織ちゃん、彼らから結構ディープな話を聞かなきゃいけないみたいだし、そうなるとちょっとだけ難しいかも。
ちょっとだけですか。
沙織ちゃんほどの美人が街を歩けば RK から近づいてくるよ。ただその格好だと硬すぎちゃうから、少し隙のある服とかメイクにするといいかな。
なるほど、そりゃあいい考えだ。
隙のある服とメイク。
Just like the
タ
honey
ーボー
trap
から
from
聞いて
last
るよ。
time.
沙織ちゃんがその気になったらカムロ町のキャバ嬢たちも顔負けだって。それで前から興味があったの。
Yep, definitely
ノーア
like
ル
that
タカは
honey trap
爪を
incident.
隠すだね。
キャバ嬢みたいな格好をするということですか。これからすぐに。
まあ他の手もなくはないだろうけど、 RK には効きそうな作戦だ。
よかったら私が見繕ってあげるから、沙織ちゃんはその中から気に入った服とかを選んだらいいわよ。
わかりました。じゃあお言葉に甘えてお手数ですがお願いします。
オッケー、任せといて。
Alright, let's do this. Here we go again. one can go for a look from last time if I can remember. What was this? Yeah, I think that should be enough. I don't know, I was trying to remember what I did for what look I did for her last time.
なるほど。これはターボーから聞いてた通りというか、それ以上ね。
マリさんの前でこんな格好、なんだか恥ずかしいです。
何言ってるの。本当に綺麗。
いや、そんな。
本当に大丈夫だってば。まだ何か足りないみたいね。最後に必要なのはプライドよ。私は綺麗だっていうプライド。
でも私、そういうのは。
じゃあ弁護士としてのプライドは？それはあるでしょ。
弁護士としての。
オッケー、バッチリ。ほら見てみて。男たちもみんなほっとけないって顔してるよ。
こんな気分久しぶりです。ありがとう、マリさん。
RK の連中に会いたいんだよね。それだったら私と一緒にスカウトされに行く？
スカウト？
RK はガールズバーとかキャバで働いてくれそうな子を見るとすぐ寄ってくるの。特に多いのはそこの占領通りね。2人で歩いてみようか。
いいんですか？そこまで付き合ってもらっちゃって。
私も沙織ちゃんのメイクがどれくらい効果あるか見たいし。いいの。こちらこそ迷惑じゃなければ付き合わせて。
Time to walk down Center Avenue. Any arcade guys approach us, we'll reel them in. Then I can ask them about Shinya Kawai and see what they found out so far. Okay, I'm curious. Is it possible for me to pick up materials at Sawi? Yes, I can. Okay. Guess considering last time we haven't played much as make most of the opportunity.
No. いやちょっとごめん。お姉さんたちかっこいいね。
今日はどこか飲み行く感じ？それともこの辺の店で働いてるとか？
女2人寂しく飲み歩いてるとこねえねえ。
だったら俺におごらせてくんない？いい店知ってんだ。いくらでも飲ましてあげるよ。
うわすごい羽振りいいんだ。でも私たちめっちゃ飲んじゃうよ。大丈夫？
ダチがやってる店があるんだよ。そいつもお姉さんたち連れてったら喜ぶと思うし。
If they're arcade, then it might be good to take them up on the offer. But how can I know for sure? See here. You're just my type. You're arcade. Why don't want to go all time? I'm sure in arcades. I think it's a good idea to loosen up the situation.
君たち可愛いね。タイプよ。年上の女に興味があるの？
タイプって俺もっすか？
どうしたのそのお花。でも絆創膏がすごくセクシーでワイルド。あらやだ、今夜は私すごくだらしなくなっちゃってる。
ちょっと沙織ちゃん。
もうだらしない沙織ちゃん大好き。
Now while their guard is down.
ところで、あなた方は RK ですね。
あ？何のことだ？
お姉さんたち何？どういう人なの？
Ouch, that was too obvious, but then how should I have asked them instead?
そんな怖い顔しないで。だってもうみんな知ってますよ。今この町はほとんど RK のものだって。イケてる組織にいる人たちってなんていうか風格とか貫禄みたいなのがあるのよね。
うん、まあそうかもな。
一応さ、俺らも世間の流れを見極めて動いてるみたいな。そういうのって運だけじゃなくて頭も切れなきゃじゃん。お姉さんたちも男選ぶなら俺らみたいな世渡りのうめえのがいいと思うよ。
Nice, Mari-san. You got them wrapped around your finger.
ほんとかっこいいね RK の人たちって。
お兄さんたちはやっぱり RK でも上の人だったりするんですか？
まあ大きな声じゃ言わねえけど RK の中でもちょっと知られてるもんでね、俺ら。
少なくとも俺らなくしては今の RK にはなってないよな。俺もここまででかくなるとは思ってなかったさ。
Looks like this went well. I knew they had to be arcane members. Now all I have to do is ask them about Shinya Kawai. What were they looking for?
カムロ町って今みんな RK が仕切ってるんでしょ？
まあね、ヤクザが幅利かす時代は終わったからよ。もう仁義とか極道の伝説とかも通用しねえ。これからはいかにルールのねえアンダーグラウンドで戦えるかがものを言う。
壮絶な世界、かっこいい。
そういえばこの間 RK の人たちで誰か探してたみたいだけど、何年か前に姿を消したとかっていう。
ああ、あれね。あん時探してたのはガールズバーのマネージャーだった男だな。
さすがお兄さんたちは情報通なのね。
5年前にある日突然姿を消したってやつだ。カムロ町じゃ珍しくもねえ話だけどね。
何それ面白そう。結局その人は見つかったの？
いや、さすがにダメだった。そいつは河合って男で、この町じゃ毒にも薬にもならねえ小物だ。それがある晩昔の知り合いらしいのに囲まれてたんだってさ。多分過去によその町でトラブってたんだろう。そんで押し問答した後、最後には無理やりバンに乗せられてった。以来奴は姿を消したままだ。
それってつまりどういうこと？
どっかよそで殺されたんだよ。河合が生きてりゃ町に戻ってきてるはずだ。店からの給料もまだもらってねえ分があったらしいからな。ってことは今頃海の底か山の中にでも埋められたんだろうってことになった。
その河合の昔の知り合いたちって誰だったの？
さあね、10人近くいたみたいだ。見た目は堅の若いやつらで、女も混じってたんだと。でももう5年も前のことだからな。
A group of civilians shoved Kawhi into a van. They were old acquaintances. Could they have been classmates from Kurokawa Academy? No, I'm just rushing to conclusions.
その目撃談があるということは、誰か河合信也がバンに押し込まれるところを見てたということですよね。5年前に。
そう、見てたのは河合が働いてたガールズバーの子だ。まあ俺らはその子に話を聞いたってやつからまた聞きしただけだけど。
そのお店の場所は？
カムロ町で5年も前のガールズバーだぜ。もうどこにあったかなんてわかんねえよ。その間に何百件も潰れちゃ新しくできてんだからよ。
じゃあそもそも誰が今になって河合を探そうとしたんです？ RK はその誰かから人探しを依頼されたわけですよね。
そいつはもうちょい上に聞かなきゃわかんないんだけどさ。それよりちょっと待った。こっちからも一つ聞いていい？
はい。
さっき沙織ちゃん河合信也って言ってたけど、なんであいつのフルネーム知ってんの？俺ら言わなかったはずだけ
ど。なんだと？
もしかして最初から河合のことを聞きたくて俺らと話してたわけ？何者？
何をするんです？
その手を離して。
誰なんだお前？
通りすがりの RK ファンです。全然怪しいものじゃないんだからやめてよ。
え？そうだな、全然怪しくない。
バカ、気を確かに持て。めちゃめちゃ怪しいよ。
くそ、色仕掛けが通用する俺じゃねえぞ。誰なんだお前？
お前らに名乗る名は何？この手を離せ。この私に暴力や脅しは通じない。
なんだと？急に本性を出してきたじゃねえか。へっ、ならこの手はなんだ？震えてるじゃねえか。
武者震いってやつだよ。
そんな男たぶらかすような格好して言うよね、沙織ちゃん。
ああ、ざけんじゃねえぞ姉ちゃん。
沙織ちゃん。
あれ？
Hey, I recognize that outfit.
目障りだぞ。
Good old Higashi.
東さん。
てめえ！
たく、たちの悪いチンピラが増えたもんだ。
Nice.
礼なんていらねえ。この街歩くときは気をつけな。特に美人。
ありがとうございます、東さん。
だから礼なんて。 なんで俺の名前を。
白崎です。源田法律事務所の。お久しぶりです。
嘘だー。
Damn, these ones were flamboyant compared to last time.
これは気がつきませんで、白崎先生。しかしすげえっすね。見違えましたよ。
Charles Arcade Manager Toru Higashi。
ありがとうございました、東さん。私はともかくマリさんを危ない目に遭わせるところでした。本当に助かりました。
若くて強くてかっこいい。私タイプかも。
さっきのやつらは RK ですね。最近街中で調子づいてるんですよ。
Toru Higashi-san, former Matsugane family member of the Tojo clan. He's like a brother to Kaito-san, and he knows Yagami-san too. He runs his arcade full time now. Apparently he still keeps up with Yakuza fashion trends.
よかったら安全なとこまでお送りしますよ。いや何、俺も最近は暇してるもんだ。
あら、そうなんですか。ちょうどいいですね。暇な者同士、今夜は楽しく過ごしません？
あ、じゃあその前に八神さんに電話を入れさせてください。
Shinya Kawai was a bully 13 years ago. He vanished from Kamurocho when he was abducted by a group in a van. It seems like they were all people he knew. And it's possible they were classmates from Kurokawa Academy.
八神の野郎、何してんですかね。白崎先生の電話には2コール以内に出ろってんですよ。
出ません。おかしいですね。もう一度かけてみます。
Okay, Yagami, what kind of situation are you in now? Since you're basically public enemy number 1 in Agent Joe. I guess it won't be surprising if you're in a situation of some kind against a third party. Oh, man.
Ah. でもこうして見ると最近似たような話を聞いたよな。今度の河合も三越柴と同じ過去にいじめ加害者だったやつだ。それが2人とも殺された？
どうでしょう。カムロ町では何らかのトラブルで姿を消す人が少なくありません。理由は大体金か女か。河合もそんなケースの一人なのでは。
確かにね。
河合の件はこちらでもう少し調べてみます。 RK が聞き回ったおかげで町の情報もまだホットなはずですから。
ああ、よろしく。
Now I guess I'll wait for Sawa-sensei. Still a lot of time before the faculty meeting ends. Hey Yagami-san, I'm ready to show that case to you, the one about another serial club. Could you stop by the club room whenever you're free? Can do. Man, this place really is a mess, huh? That's a message from Amasawa. Yagami-san, one of my underclassmen wants to talk to you. Could you come to the club room again after class if it's not too much trouble? No problem. Amasawa wants to talk to your lower classmen. I've got time, so I might as well go see what that's all about. Oh yeah, there might be some new jobs over at Tsukumo's office too. There's still a bit before the faculty meeting ends. I should kill time elsewhere. Good to Yamasi in the evening. Good to talk to Amasawa at the MRC. Okay. MRC, you say, huh? Hey. Oh, Itakura, you're here too. So how's the MRC treating you? I'm tired of it. Tired of it. So soon? I mean, I read every single book in the club room. There's nothing else to do. You did? Already? She's quite a fast reader. Ridiculously fast. Never knew you had it in you, Itakura. Hey, Amasawa-senpai. If there aren't any mysteries, then MIC has nothing to do. What's the point of even coming to school? And I guess I'll go buy some new books. Club's already low on funds this month, too.
Amasawa.
So anyway, Amasawa, you want to talk about something, right? Is it related to the professor? Indeed. I wanted to discuss another possible criminal investigation. I'd like to ask you to go undercover again, but this time at the Robotics Club. The Robotics Club, huh? This should be interesting. Didn't I say Syria had a robotics club? Oh yes. A few years back, a handful of students established this club based on their one common interest, robots. Recently, they've even participated in robotics competitions. I mean that whole thing where they use robots to compete in soccer and other ball games like Tamare? Well, not Tamare, Tamir.
Hi.
That's right. Many different groups host them each year using their own variation of the rules. The Surrey Robotics Club participates in a business-sponsored tournament called the RE Robo Relay. It's a huge event that invites technical college students, robotics clubs, and even teams of working adults to compete for a large cash prize. So, some average high school club signed up for a tournament like that. Sounds like an uphill battle. Quite so. It's an uphill battle every year, I'm afraid. I hear they always lose in the preliminaries. High school robotics clubs typically have limited funding, not to mention they lack the proficiency that a college-age group would have. Despite their shortcomings, the Surrey Robotics Club had a huge leap forward when one particular transfer student became the club's president. A second year named Domu Kitagawa. Let's ask about him. On the second trimester, Okitagawa-kun transferred over from high school to another prefecture. He was a member of his previous school's robotics club as well. Before he transferred, he consistently received top marks in robot competitions. Then joining the ranks, the robotics club's streak of preliminary losses changed drastically. Kitagawa-kun's management and production abilities were with that of seasoned adults. Once feeble robotics club has practically transformed under his leadership. Transformed. Just as one example, the club had typically struggled with funding, but he waltzed in and secured a sponsorship from a shopping district. He even drafted schedules for the club, which were immaculate. The club quickly saw an increase in efficiency and productivity in their work. A high school student did all that? I gotta say, that is pretty impressive. So then, how are the robotics club and the professor related? Yagami-san, are you familiar with the string of robot thefts terrorizing the streets of Ichincho? Citizens of Ichincho will be out and about, and suddenly a robot will appear and snatch goods like expensive bags off of them. Then it runs off.
Yeah?
Afraid this is the first I'm hearing that one. Are robots really that sophisticated? Absolutely. With its mechanical arm, it can firmly grasp them onto things like bags and make a quick escape. On top of that, it's highly maneuverable. It can fit into openings too narrow for a human to follow. Sounds like even more trouble than a flesh and blood thief. The most targeted items are expensive bags that contain huge amounts of cash. Some bags are worth over 1 million yen. We're talking damages that have now surpassed several million yen. So then, are you claiming the robot behind these incidents came from the Surrey Robotics Club? Do you have any proof? As a matter of fact, I discovered this bolt along one of the robot's escape routes. They are the very same bolts used by the Surrey High Robotics Club. Wait, what? Didn't know bolts can have designs in these kinds of scenarios. You're positive the Surrey Robotics Club is using these bolts?
Hi.
Yes, 100%. They were originally custom made by a factory in Ichincho, but it went under and lost its client. That's when the Stereo High Robotics Club bought them in bulk for a low price. Makes sense. I can see why you'd suspect them. Additionally, rumor has it the stolen goods are being used as a source of funding for criminals. Well, it would be tough to defend stolen goods through the usual channels. Right, and I have just the ones in mind who would perform such nefarious deeds to get by. The professor and the Neo-Keihin gang.
真の名探偵ならば
We're the MRC. We can't simply sit by and ignore this, can we?
Amasa.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll see if I can get it in the good graces with the robotics club, but I'll need a reason.
お願いします
We'll greet them as an outside counselor. I've already received approval from the chairman. One step ahead, as always. Though I have to say, I'm surprised the chairman gave the thumbs up. To be honest, the advisor and the robotics club have never been in good terms, and the chairman is glad to have a mediator to keep an eye on them. As for why they're at odds with each other, I have no idea. Interesting. In that case, maybe they'll just welcome me in.
ですが
Well, because of the dispute with their advisor, apparently the robotics club's members have a general distrust of adults.
察
As
するに
such, it's possible they may reject you as well, Yagami-san. Right, then sounds like earning their trust is going to be tricky.
Amasa.
I'm on my way to the club room. Where can I find the robotics club? In the corner of the east building's 4th floor. Alright, well, I guess I better go show my face. Okay. Okay. Now for the side case for Amasawa.
八神さん
Yagami-san, thank you for coming.
Amasa.
Hey Amasawa, what is it you wanted to ask me? Well, it's a rather long story. Is this a good time? Let's hear what she has to say. Once you start the side case, everything else will be put on hold until you clear it. Proceed. Okay, let's go. Yeah, sure thing. After all, I am the MRC's outside counselor.
ありがとうございます
Thank you so much. So, this is about my classmate. Actually, I should go get him now. Be right back.
よろしく
Nice to meet you. I'm Hisayoshi Shimada, the second year. I'm Yagami, the MRC's advisor. Nice to meet you. So, what exactly do you need help with? Well, Yagami-san, do you believe in the things like curses? I'm sorry, what? Just a preface. This case is going to sound either mysterious or ridiculous, depending on your answer. And that's going to sound crazy, but please, you have to believe me. Just tell me what's going on first. Then we'll see how it ranks with all the crazy things I've heard. I'm a Sour family heirloom. Would you mind starting us off, Shimada-kun? So, it's about this lucky cat I have at home. A lucky cat? You mean one of those statues of a cat waving its paw, or like an actual cat? The former, yes. They said to bring good fortune, so you can spot them in all sorts of businesses. There are quite a few kinds. Most of them are said to bring good luck, but black lucky cats are supposed to ward off bad luck in particular. Didn't know they got that specific. The thing is, my lucky cat doesn't do any of that. It doesn't bring money or good luck. It just attracts tragedies. Tragedies? Here, this is it. Yeah, probably not a good first impression for a lucky cat, isn't it? That's pretty old. My dad bought it from an antique dealer friend of his. Usually they're really expensive, especially the pre-war ones like this. Well, my dad's friend warned him at the time. This cat brings more bad luck than good. Yeesh, so why did your dad buy the thing if it's supposed to be cursed? He collects all sorts of rarities, especially the stuff with interesting stories. He goes nuts for those. Sounds like an interesting guy. But yeah, a lucky cat that brings more bad luck than good. I admit, that's an intriguing hook. And Yagami-san, the curse, or whatever it is, evidence is starting to pile up, making it seem real. Ever since acquiring that statue, the Shimadas have been through one ordeal after another. Like what? like some pretty scary stuff. My dad got a really high fever all of a sudden and was touch and go for a bit. Our house caught on fire too. Wow, potential arson and serious illness. You weren't kidding, that's scary stuff. My grades keep slipping ever since Dad bought the thing. I never dropped below 10th place before this. Is that really the statue's fault though? Well, you sure can't blame me for the ghost. One woke my dad up in the middle of the night, standing right there next to his bed.
Eh?
Ghost did? It was dressed like an old-timey soldier and totally pale. Just stood there like he was at attention. He kept moaning, "Give me back my cat." My dad thought he was dreaming, so he rolled over and went back to sleep. So was it just like a dream?
Yeah.
I don't know, but the next day, that's when he started feeling awful. It's like he'd been cursed or something.
なるほど。
See, well, that would be unsettling even if it was just a string of coincidences. My dad's still not out of the woods now that he's healthy either. He almost got run over by a car a couple days ago. It's still going on? This doesn't really sound like a coincidence anymore, but I don't know what it could be. At this point, it's probably safe to consider further misfortune inevitable. That may help us determine the cause before any irreversible damage is done. I'm telling you, it's the cat. Here's a question. If you're also creeped out by it, why don't you just throw it out? That's my dad. He refuses to get rid of it. He says the previous owner was this infamous author who met his demise because of the statue. So the statue was cursed even back then. Yeah, my dad said the guy died when he hit his head on it.
マジで?
That is quite the story. Apparently his whole fan base is obsessed with the statue. That's why it's considered very valuable despite the curse. Who's the author, by the way? Well, Kitana Masawa. He was a mystery novelist, not my grandfather. What? Your grandfather? Oh, and you said hitting his head on this statue. Okay. So, this was the actual cat that, you know. Well, only if this is truly the exact same statue my grandfather owned. So you don't know if this is actually the same one. Well, my grandfather's been missing ever since he passed away, but about 7 years now. Shortly after he died, my grandmother pawned it off. She always thought it was rather creepy.
なるほど。
Can you tell from this picture if it's the same one as your grandfather's? It's hard to tell from just a photo. This was also 7 years ago. I see. But I do remember that the cat was cursed even back then. My grandfather was somewhat of a rarities collector himself. Of course, he jumped at the chance of owning a one-of-a-kind unlucky cat. Kitana Masawa was famous for his somewhat bizarre tales of mystery. I could definitely imagine him wanting a statue like this. My grandfather was quite taken with it. He bragged about it quite a bit when I was little. But I'm sure he never imagined his life ending because of this unlucky cat. Okay. Lucky cat took the life of Amasawa's grandfather 7 years ago, and now it's back, wreaking havoc for another family. Yagami-san, I'm not one to believe in the supernatural. Mysteries must be approached rationally, no matter how unusually they present themselves. That's what I firmly believe. Because logic is always found at the true core of any mystery. Right. But that's also why my grandfather's unexplained death has stuck with me for the past 7 years. I assume the police ruled it as accidental, right? If that's the case, it kind of sounds pretty explained. No, actually, on the night my grandfather passed away, I also experienced a strange event. One that has no rational explanation and could only be considered a supernatural phenomenon. Really? What happened? I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to explain it. Let's just focus on finding out if this is actually the same cat or not first. Sure, we can do that. Rare for Amasawa to not have the words. But this could be the actual statue that took her grandfather's life. I can see why it'd be so tough to talk about. Yagami-san, I'm getting to the bottom of this case one way or another. If something's causing all the tragedies around this cat, there's a good chance more will occur. I don't want anything as awful as what happened to my grandfather to happen to anyone in the Shimada family. Makes sense to me. After all, you're about preventing incidents before they take place.
Hi.
Right, and not only that, this case is personal. I'm a sour.
Yagami-san.
So, Yagami-san, would you please help me get to the bottom of this?
Ah.
Yeah, of course. The MRC advisors got your back.
ありがとうございます。
Well, to start with the investigation. First things first, I'd like to see the statue in person. Good idea. Shimada-kun, do you think your father would mind showing it to us?
So.
Oh yeah. I bet he'll be over the moon to have one of Kitana Masao's descendants confirm his statue's the real deal. Okay. I'll give him a call now. He says, yeah, he'd love to meet you guys, in fact. Good to hear. Where should we meet him? I asked him to meet us at a cafe near the station. Plug-in. It'll be faster than getting him signed in at the school's reception and everything. Is that okay? Yes, that's fine. I would have felt bad asking him to come all the way here anyway. Well, I'll make way to the cafe now. Let's meet out front.
Yagami-san.
See you soon, Yagami-san. And she's tagging along with me. Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay, hopefully Amasa keeps up this time.
Yagami-sanは普段から尾行されるんですか？
まあ、仕事だからな。
ターゲットに気づかれないコツは何でしょう？私は気づかれちゃうことが多いんです。
いや、なんでただの高校生が尾行する機会があるんだよ。
事件の匂いを嗅ぎつけるとつい。
相手がどんなやつかわからないし危険だろ
う。いやしかし事件が発生する前に防げれば御の字ですし。
いや、お前が事件に巻き込まれるぞ。
その視点はなかったです。行かれますか？
だが時間食っちゃったよ。しばらく寝とけって。
そちらですね。
にしても天沢のおじいさんが有名なミステリ作家だったとはな。
意外ですか？
いや、むしろ納得。 この祖父にしてこの孫ありだな。
そう言われるとプレッシャーです。
天沢喜多の孫として恥ずかしくない人間にならないと。
そのためにはやはりあまたの事件に関わり探偵としての勘を。
無駄に事件に首突っ込んで恥さらすとまずいんじゃない？天沢喜多の孫としてはさ。
我慢をすると好奇心がうずく。謎を嗅ぎつけると天沢喜多の血が騒ぐんです。
厄介なものを受け継いじまったな。
There we go. Oh, Yagami-san, Amasawa senpai. You're Kitan Amasawa sensei's great show, right?
はじめまして。
Yes, nice to meet you. I'm Kyoko Amasawa.
どうも。
Shimada, Mikio Shimada. My son's told me about you. Thank you for being such a good senpai to him. Let's say I'm surprised seeing you for the first time. You definitely have Amasawa blood in you. Like a heroine's ripped straight with one of his novels. I can already tell you're not just a nice face. You're smart as a whip too, aren't you? Oh, really? Ah! Come on, Dad, cut it out. Oh, my apologies. And, who's this with you?
Yagami.
I'm Takiki Yagami, outside counselor for the Mystery Research Club. I'm primarily a detective in Kamurocho. Oh, a genuine detective. This is just getting better. The seasoned private eye trolling in the seedy underbelly of the city with his wonderkind teen sidekick. Man, I really want to buy the whole series.
すみませんでした。
I'm sorry about my dad. Let's head inside, huh? Okay. Okay, so for the mystery at hand, yeah, we see the unlucky cat statue.
Hey.
Yes, of course, here. So, this is it. I brought it into a taping of that TV appraisal show a few days ago. They couldn't determine whether or not it belonged to Kitan Amasawa though. But if it turns out to be the real deal, it's supposed to be worth 2 million yen. 2 million yen?
Yeah.
I mean, considering its legacy, it's basically the holy grail of to his fan base.
Oh.
Still, 2 million?
Amasawa.
Do you think you could tell if it's actually your grandfather's Amasawa? Please, feel free to inspect it. In that case, allow me. Oh, this deep red stain.
Masaka.
Is that from when your grandfather... no, it's from when I splashed ketchup on it when I was little. Ketchup? Yeah, I've been eating a hot dog in the study and got ketchup all over the room. Well, eating may not be accurate, more like swinging it around like a sword. I was really into this historical drama at the time. My grandfather and I watched it together. So you were quite a little hellion as a kid. This stain, I don't know if anything else could make it clear to me that this is my grandfather's statue. Ooh, I knew it. Yeah. We can get millions for this? Seriously? Wow, talk about the score of a lifetime. Sorry if this question comes across a bit strange, but I must ask. Does this statue ever make noise? Maybe like a meow? Huh? Does my cat statue meow? What makes you ask? Well, the thing is, on the night my grandfather died 7 years ago, I heard it. This cat, it meowed at me. Are you serious? Amasawa, is this the supernatural phenomenon you referred to before?
Nah.
Could you give us some details? Sorry, I know this must be hard. No, I understand. We have to do it for the case. This is the first time I've seen Amasawa like this. Okay.
Amasawa.
You said your grandfather's death was ruled an accident. Was there even a slight chance that it was actually a crime? Police came and checked the scene. They said they couldn't find anything suspicious. Besides, it happened in a locked room. Not only was the door to the study inaccessible, but the prison locks on all the windows were still secure. blood, ruined death, and a cursed statue. This is something more and more like one of Kitana Masao's books. What's a crescent lock? They're the most common kind of window lock in homes, for a reason. They get the job done. I doubt the windows were the point of entry for anyone that night. Oh, okay. Since the police didn't see any signs of a break-in or even a struggle, they really had no recourse but to rule the death an accident. So it's doubtful that this was a burglary gone wrong. Afterwards, they unlucky cat creeped out the whole family enough that my grandmother pawned it off. Unsurprisingly, the family lost track of the statue after that. So I never expected to see it again like this. Hey? So you're saying you're definitely in the heard of a meow of a cat on the night your grandfather died? Yes, I have no doubt. I believe it was around 1:30 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water and passed by my grandfather's study. That was when I heard a meowing sound come from the room. Did your grandparents have a pet cat? Maybe it was a stray outside the window. No, they didn't have any cats, and I definitely would have known if a stray had gotten in. With Grandpa in the yard, no cats could have gone by without him barking up a storm. And I distinctly remember the sound being loud enough to come from the room, from outside the house. What's even creepier is I can remember my grandfather telling me more than once. When that cat cries, misfortune comes calling. What? I was given strict orders to never even approach the study if I ever heard a cat meowing in there. That's why, once I heard that cat, I ran back to my room and hid, terrified. And the next time my grandfather was... That must have been so hard. If I'd just been brave enough to go in the room instead of running, maybe I could have prevented my grandfather from dying. 7 years ago, you were only about 11, right? Don't blame yourself for being scared. A truly powerful detective can solve incidents before they even occur. I wonder if her grandfather's own incident has anything to do with Amasao taking that saying so seriously. Shimano-san, thank you for going out of your way to help us today. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Did you find any clues? Maybe even a lead now? Unfortunately, I'm not so sure. Look out! Okay. What the? Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I guess it wasn't secured all the way. Is that the unlucky cat? No way. Dad, please. What is it gonna take for you to get rid of the statue? Even I'm starting to get freaked out by this. Oh man, no progress out of that incident either. Well, we should get home. Thanks again for today. Actually, sir... Yes? Would you mind leaving the statue with us for a while? Leave it with you? Yes, until we can debunk the curse. But aren't you worried? This curse is starting to look pretty real deal to me. My grandfather once said, curses only blight their believers. Did he now? Yes. He also said you must never succumb to the marvel of mystery. You must keep your wits about you. Despite my age, he imparted his philosophy of mystery solving to me before his death. I hold the truths he shared with me in the highest regard. As Kitana Masao's grandchild, I cannot back down from these strange events and turn away from a genuine mystery. I refuse to believe in this curse. Therefore, it will have no effect on my pursuit of the truth. But still, not only that, this is a mystery that needs solving by an Amasao. Oh, Amasao-san. When I heard that meow 7 years ago, I ran from the truth. The result was absolutely horrible. I'll never make the same mistake again. Okay, if that's the case, I'll leave it with you. Please find a way to break the curse before something bad happens again. Thank you so much, sir. By the way, I heard that you bought the statue from a friend who runs a second-hand shop. Which one would that be? Pawn in Ichijo. Pawn. Got it. I'll go speak with him now. Thanks again. Yamasa's really into this case. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, considering, well, I should step up my advising efforts for her on this one. Okay, let's see. Question the pawn shop owner. It's further up the road. Cool.
だぜ、時間食っちゃったよ。
一緒に行きます。
Ooh. Go on. New thing. 15K, huh? Alright. Extend my EX boost. And 5K, let's see. Ooh. Got a tough guy roaming around at the other side of the station. Cool.
行かれますか。
何見てんだ。
There we go.
しばらく寝とけっての。
そちらですね。
Okay, head to this one. Right, let's do the place. Okay. Hello, is this a bad time? I'm from the Yagami Detective Agency, TheCGamer. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh, a detective.
はじめま
I'm
して
his assistant, Kyoko Masawa. You're his assistant? A high schooler? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. What is it you wanted to ask? We were looking into this lucky cat statue for Mikio Shimada-san. He says he knows you. Ah, this is for Shimada-san. Would you mind if I ask, how did you first come to acquire the statue? His pawnbroker friend of mine closed up his shop, so I bought his remaining inventory. He couldn't vouch for the statue's authenticity, though. Well, we know it's a real thing now, and maybe we ought to fill him in on that. Might make a mess of things. You don't happen to know who sold the cat to your friend originally, do you? Nah, sorry. He told me it'd been passed around a bunch before it ended up in his shop, but he didn't know any specifics. Probably why he couldn't authenticate the thing. I see. Thanks anyway. Oh, one last question. This might sound odd, but when you still had the statue in the shop, did anything strange ever happen here?
Eh?
Strange? Oh, you mean the curse? Nah, I don't buy into that stuff. Nothing ever happened here to make me change my mind either. Nothing at all. Are you sure? Nope. The guy I got the statue from never mentioned any of the sort. Although I suppose he might have just not wanted to sound crazy. Oh, I see.
八神さん
Does this mean the so-called curse didn't begin until Shimadako's father acquired the statue?
Ah.
Yeah, sounds like it anyway.
Hmm?
What's smoke?
八神さん
It's on fire.
マジで
Huh? Really? Get the fire extinguisher. Yeah, we got the fire out right away. We seriously have no idea where it came from. Just whoosh out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't get any worse.
まさか
Agumi-san, what do you think started that fire? I have to say, the number of incidents around this cat is getting ridiculous. I don't think this is a coincidence at all anymore. Hang on, do you smell something? Gasoline? Gas? That would mean there's a chance that the fire earlier was actually arson.
ええ
Agreed. Agumi-san, what do you say we search the scene really quick before the police get here? Yeah, let's check and observe any traces in the area. Keep sharp for anything like gasoline trails or containers.
これは
What's this? Something was dripping here.
さす
Wager
が
it's
に
gasoline based on the color and smell.
Ah.
Yeah, it goes all the way to the alley. Let's see if we can track it.
Nanda?
A plastic bottle. Inside, more gasoline smell.
ということは
The fire at the pawn shop was actually arson. Who's the culprit and why? No idea, but let's fill in the police and the guy at the shop on what we found first. Yagami-san, how should we proceed with the investigation from here? Well, now that we know the fire at the pawn shop was intentionally set, what I'd love to do is pin down our little firebug. Pin down how exactly? Well, I don't know anything about them, but they're obviously after the statue. Maybe we can just lure them out somehow. Solid enough idea. Where should we start? I suppose just meandering around town ought to do it. Considering how quickly this pawn shop was hit, I can't imagine it taking long. I see. Some genuine hard-boiled legwork, eh? A lot riskier than my usual investigations. Yeah, it's definitely going to be more dangerous than I like. That's why you ought to head back to. I think not. Please allow me to continue on the case. Now this is... I need to solve this myself, Yagami-san. Please.
わかった
Okay, but you really have to be careful and keep your distance when we're in public, got it? I'm basically a walking tragedy magnet, carrying around the thing.
ええ
Yes, I promise. I'll be safe. So, where should we head first? Preferably somewhere that makes it easy to watch our backs while we kill time. How about we play darts?
Eh?
Wanna play darts? Why? Only one person has to take their eye off their surroundings at a time, and if something does come after us, we can always counter with some darts to the face. Okay, I have to give you points for the overall plan, but darts to the face. Make no mistake, I'm actually quite good at the game. My aim's solid enough to be able to hit a human head.
Yeah?
So I think it'd be best if I handled any incoming threats. If you just don't say that kind of thing to someone, maybe. Right, well, after you? Well, we're not out here to play games, but this case has also been a pretty big way that I'm a out on. He'll do some good bluffs thing. True. There's a darts place around the corner. I'm guessing we're going to fast travel there, considering the loading screen. Sure, let's wait for a bit. Your eyes peeled for any suspicious individuals along the way, especially if they're approaching you. I'll be careful. This is a small place. We definitely see anyone coming for us here. Hey, beginner darts.
勝負です、八神さん。
よろしく。よし。
よし。
ナイスドン。
Hey.
よし。
厳しいですね。ナイト。
Hey, low top. Low top. Make up a 6.
よし。
Maintain. Watch her get a bull. Huh. Okay. So she did manage to overtake me that time.
よし。
All right.
そんな。
どうした？
こういうこともあります。
Cool. Got a free 20 points out of that.
Oh shit!
Not bad, young son. Should I have gone easy on you? Well, don't rub it in.
甘さ。
Did you see anyone suspicious yet? I kind of got too into the game and got to look around. Oh, come on, you seriously weren't looking? Guess I sort of got into the zone there too, though. Looks like guards didn't make for the best cover activity. We should shift gears. What would work better for us? Good idea. Maybe we watch out for potential assailants. How about the batting center? Right there.
察するに。
We'll still be able to see anyone approaching us. In fact, this could even be better than darkness. The one person does all the fighting, the other can observe our surroundings without losing concentration on a game. Okay. Even better at that makes him a much more effective defensive weapon than darts.
なるほど。
Let's see. I'll handle the defense part for us, but let's get over there before something bad can happen to us out. Something bad can happen to us here.
そういえばお前、受験勉強は大丈夫なの？
そのことはあまり考えないようにしてます。焦ると推理能力に支障が出るので。
受験勉強に支障が出る方が問題だと思うんだ。
そのことはあまり考えたくはないですね。
真実から目を背けていいのか？受験という真実から。
もうやめて。
やれやれ。
行かれますか？
Let's go.
いい加減にしろ。
Cool.
しばらく寝とけって。
Oh, so this is where you can get roses. I didn't know that. I need to. Alright.
だが時間食っちゃったよ。
Get some new stuff. It's gonna be one hell of a walk. I need to.
そんなもんか。どうしたオラ。そんなもんか。どうしたオラ。そんなもんか。全然足りない。死ね
Oh wait, it's EX. Alright.
どうしたオラ。殺すぞてめえ。全然足りないよ。 加減にしろや。
そちらですね。
Alright, time to get our meter back. At least I got most of my meter back, that's for sure. Anyway, let's go. Oh wait, how much money have I got? 53k. Don't think I can get anything from my usual bag.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
Not that there's anything worth buying anyway.
ったく時間食っちゃったよ。
Alright. There's a big tough guy over here.
早いです。
まだ手加減できねえ。からでも来な。
Nice.
しばらく寝とけっての。
Alright, let's get something to eat, by the way.
行かれますか。
いらっしゃいませ。
一行ごちそうさま。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you. Ooh, got a rich guy here.
や いい加減にしろよ。
そちらですね。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。
Really good idea to upgrade the lab gun and actually no, I can't do that because I'm on the case already. Yeah.
しばらく寝とけって。
Cool. I think this is the first time I ever went to a batting center in Agent Java. Hey, nice, made it safe. Let's get right into it so we don't look suspicious. Alright, acting natural. Alright, Slugger. Alright, Slugger, show me what you got.
Hmm?
You're not gonna bat on us all? Let's just say I'm more literally inclined than athletically inclined. Are you sure even a bookworm can swing a bat? Still a bit too hard-boiled of detective work for my taste. Okay, just keep an eye out while I swing a few. Can't have anyone sneaking up on us.
Hi.
Right, leave it to me. Okay, I also got a new bat that I can try out.
Yoshi. かっ飛ばす。よし。
That's a big ass symbol.
Yosh. Yosh.
Ooh, that was a quick reaction and a half.
Yosh.
Alright, hey. Alright, nice. Home run legend. Not bad, but not my best. Faces tell me you think you could have done better. Usually I do get more hits and yeah. Pretty sure I worked up a sweat in there. Have some water. Oh, thank you.
Nah.
So, any luck on your end? Spot anyone? Yeah, about that. I've seen a few somewhat suspicious people, but no one who seems to be paying us any attention. I see. Why don't we take a short break for now? Damn, how long is it gonna take for this little case to go on? Okay, it's nighttime already, jeez.
Nah.
Hey, Masawa, can I ask you something? What is it? Is your grandfather the reason you started the Mystery Research Club?
Hi.
Yes, in fact, he's the reason I grew so obsessed with mysteries in general. He's been a very big influence in my life. So, do you see yourself becoming a mystery author in the future? I certainly hope so. No, more than that. I believe it's something I must do. Really?
Hi.
Yes. Truth be told, my dream is to complete his unfinished masterpiece. Oh, do you have an unfinished manuscript of his? I do. When he passed away, he was in the midst of completing the final entry of his most popular series. He got roughly halfway through the draft, but he didn't write anything about the most crucial part, the reveal of the culprit and the method. He didn't leave any notes behind that even hint towards what they could be, so no one knows how he meant to finish the book. Sounds like you've got some real work in your hands. Indeed. Although I recently realized something that could be the potential answer to the mystery. Damn, you really are good. I'll have to send you a copy someday after that one. Let me know if you figure it out before you get to the end. Excuse me. Huh?
Nah.
Hey, what's going on? Yagami-san, please keep eye contact and pretend we're just chatting.
Huh?
The man across the street. He keeps looking at us.
Hmm?
There is? Now that I think of it, he was at the arcade too. He followed us here? Even so, he wasn't acting suspicious there at first. But later, when I took off the statue and hid from his sight, he was looking around in a panic. Thought he had lost sight of something. So you think he'd been after this the whole time? Yes, I presume so. Yagami-san, how about we take a bit of a calculated risk? What is it you want to calculate? If I stay here and distract him, would you be willing to slip out and loop back around him? That way you can catch him before he gets a chance to escape.
Naruhodo.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's a solid plan. I'll get over to him real quick. Gotta find that back door first. Well, considering how batting centers go, should be around this direction, right? He'll definitely see me coming from here. How can I sneak up on him without getting caught? Oh! Jackets. He recognizes me. I guess he did see me with Amasawa in a few different places. How can I sneak up on him without getting caught? That's gotta be extra tough since he knows what I look like right now. Alright. Disguise time. Good old bartender. Alright, this outfit should do it. I'll move slowly enough to not call his attention.
What?
Hey.
Hmm?
Who are you? Oh, wait, you're with that girl. And you're the firebug at the pawn shop, right?
Yagami-san!
Amasawa, keep away. Oh, the cat. The lucky cat. Oh, do you want this? I want it because it's evidence, right? Because of what's still on it. You saw it? You saw it? You saw what? Pray tell. Is there something in this cat that could put you away for good, perhaps? What? Excellent bluff, Amasawa. You let him right where you want him. What? And now we have to find a confirmation. So, what is it on this cat that could get you in so much trouble? You tried to burn down the pawn shop over this thing. What's on the cat that you need gone so bad? Who knows? Answer us. What do you know about Kitano Masao's death? Hey, I said stay back.
Huh?
Hand it over. What? How dare you? Kick right in the shin. Damn.
Amasawa.
Jeez, Amasawa, I thought you said you weren't suited for the hard-boiled work. I suppose I was a bit bucksious when I was little. So that's what it takes to raise a bit of hell when needed. You fuckers, I'm just gonna kill you both and take the thing. Okay, Amasawa, it's my job from here on. Stay back, seriously.
What?
Great, he's out cold. Let's tie him up just in case. Where the hell did you get some stuff to tie him with? That ought to do it. God all gross.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, considering how this man reacted to the cat.
察するに
There's one secret to it that we don't know. Yeah, one that neither your family nor the police knew about that time either. About at the time either. If that's the case, it's not going to be easy to discover. But I can't say that there's absolutely nothing to it. After all, it was one of my grandfather's most cherished rare possessions.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, why don't we give it another thorough look over? Yeah, good idea.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh.
There's a slight gap around the neckline. Really? A gap? Well, that was all one big molten piece. Look, right there. It's more apparent now that it's the model, right? Must have been from when it got dropped earlier. Why would it be there? This eyeball jiggles a little. Actually, I could push it in a bit too. Oh, right. Interesting that the eyes are actually separate parts. Why make something so elaborate? I'm not sure. Jiggly eye and a gap around the neck. I wonder if they have any function.
ということは
If the eyes in the neck are... Could it be? An eye for the truth will eventually find the way? Hold on to that keen eye and... Hold on to that keen eye and take a good look around you. What? Sorry, I just remember my grandfather saying this once, while holding the cat. He said it with pride, but it always stuck out as someone odd to me.
察する
Maybe
に
he was giving me a hint all the way back then. The hint of how the cat works? Sometimes he'd give me clues to see if I could pick up on a mystery as a sort of a game.
なるほど。
See, what do you think he meant by it? Perhaps we're supposed to hold on to the eye and make the head go round. Look around. Yeah, we should hold the loose eye in place and spin the head.
つまり
Oh, I see. You hold on to the keen eye and make the head take a good look around.
はい
Right, leave it to the wordsmith, huh? Let's say we give it a try. It turned. Arm? Yagami son, look. Wow, just...
まさか
Mound. So it's a trick statue? I bet this is what your grandfather was hinting at. Yes, of course, but no one in my family had any idea it could do that. It appears... Yes, it has a secret compartment. Looks empty though. Smudge. No, a fingerprint and a dark red stain, all dried up. Is it? Yeah, no mistaking it this time. That's blood. Oh, I'm so screwed.
まさか
Let me take a guess. That fingerprint's yours? And this blood belongs to Kitana Masawa, doesn't it?
ちょっと
Answer me. What do you know about this? Kitana Masawa, my grandfather. Do you have something to do with his death? Your grand? Oh, I see. You're that man's granddaughter, huh? I think his granddaughter would be the one who caught me 7 whole years later. Please answer me. Guess there's no getting away with this now. And I'm just so tired. Fine, I'll tell you. Alright, let's hear the truth about what happened to Kitana Masawa. Finally, Hamasawa and the rest of her family can get some closure. Okay.
要するに
So, you wanted to get the statue back so you could clean out the compartment? Yeah, that's right. Didn't know for sure there was a fingerprint on it, though. Really? You mean you did all this just to be cautious? Yep. I was wearing gloves at night. I was wearing gloves that night, so I wasn't thinking about fingerprints. But once I got away from the scene, I saw I had a tear in my glove. My finger was covered in blood.
つまり
Worried that you left some kind of trace at the scene. Later I read that the police ruled his death an accident, so I knew they didn't find any prints. That secret compartment, that could have been a game changer. There was a solid chance of a trace of being in there. All it take was for one person to figure out the statue's secret and I'd be screwed. That's why I tried so hard to get the cat, but it fell off the map pretty quickly. For 7 whole years, that damn cat's been the one thing on my mind. And all of a sudden, about a month ago, I see the freaking thing on TV. A cat I see in my nightmares all the time. Alright, we did hear about it getting appraised on TV at some point. I can tell you, I was shitting myself watching that fancy pants. The appraiser looking at it all over with his little magnifying glass thing. He had popped that compartment on TV. Phew. So you saw the current owner of the statue in the appraisal show. That's when you tried to get it back from him. Right. It happened 7 years ago, like you know. I was up past my eyeballs in debt. I needed a lot of money, and I needed it by sunrise. That's when I spotted the biggest mansion in the whole neighborhood. I'd heard some kooky famous author lived there. So you snuck into the house that night? Yep. The place was huge and all the lights were off. Figured I wasn't getting caught. If Grandpa was at the yard, a dog, I'm sure he would have barked at you. He was too busy chowing down on the rice ball I tossed him. Oh, Rambo, sometimes you're too sweet.
Nah.
What did you do next? I went looking for his study as fast as I could. I assumed all the real goods would be either stashed away or on display in there. It was late enough that I figured everyone would be asleep. But when I found the study and peeked inside, I saw the old man just barely lit up with a candle. He fiddled around with the cat's head, opened the thing up, took something out. What was it? I couldn't believe it. Inside that cat, the old man had a bar of gold. A bar of gold? The way he was grinning at it, I knew it was real. It had to be worth millions. I jumped at him without even thinking. We tussled for a bit, so I grabbed the cat and I whacked him on the head with it. How could you? And then you took the gold and ran off? Yeah, thought it was going to be made for life. Damn it. And in the end, the goddamn loan shark just swiped it from me and pretended it never happened. But how did you get out? The study was locked when the police arrived. Oh, that. panicked after accidentally offing the guy. This went from a simple robbery to potential homicide fast. I made myself focus and I came up with an idea. I used the cat's arm gimmick to make sure the whole thing looked like an accident.
Huh?
What do you mean? You'll see. Should happen any time now.
Eh?
Closed. Real smart, that old man. It's built so it closes back up automatically. Arm sprang up with surprising force. Yep, that's what I used. Oh, I see. You rigged it up to the window, didn't you? Yep, sounds like the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Amasa.
Mind explaining, Amasa? What I imagine happened was he stacked up some books by the window and put the statue on top, with its arm lowered, mind you. I also assumed that he arranged the books rather unstably so it would collapse. Placing the cat on the right spot, its paw would shoot upwards and engage the window lock, effectively sealing the room. He must have slipped out the window after quickly arranging the safe, then waited, hoping to see the gimmick play out as he had planned before he could be caught. When the time arrived, the paw shot up, whacked the window lock closed. With enough force to knock over both the cat and the stack of books. This was the window right in front of the spot where my grandfather laid. So you actually have a like bird's eye view of the room on you. So he must have ended up looking like my grandfather had fallen and hit his head on the statue.
なるほど。
I get it now.
という
That
こ
gold
と
bar
は
must have been my grandfather's secret savings. It explains why he never told any of us about how the cat worked. And it explains why he tried to scare me away from the room if I ever heard him meow. Can't blame your family for ever finding out. I doubt anyone would have checked for a secret treasure before getting rid of what they thought was a regular creepy statue. The curse of the lucky cat statue, all due to a secret my grandfather took to the grave. Finally, I know the truth. Just like a mystery writer would hope. I would have been really screwed if you were this smart as a kid. Hold on, does that mean you're the one causing all the trouble for the Shimano family? Probably, yeah. First I tried sneaking into their place to get it back, but the guy just woke up on me. And when I told him to give me back the cat, he thought I was a ghost and straight up passed out. Well, he did say that he started suffering a mysterious illness after that night. A high fever, to be specific. Fever? Oh, that's no mystery. I had a cold that night. I must have been giving it to him. Well, I suppose that explains that part. You're not just responsible for getting the guy sick. You tried to burn their house down too, didn't you? Well, since the intimidation failed, you thought you should just resort to torching the evidence. Civilians be damned. Are you the only one who tried to run over Shimada-san too? And the one who caused the accident outside the cafe the other day? Hey, you're a really good kid. I figured the owner died, his family would get just as creeped out as the last one and go rid of the thing, you know? Scumbag. And what about Shimada-kun's grades drumming? Huh? What about what? Guess he doesn't have anything to do with that one. Fear makes mountains of molehills. Because they were so convinced misfortune would befall them, even the most harmless thing would receive this part of the cause. Part of the curse. So I can't believe the statue had a secret compartment the whole time, let alone a gold bar at one point. Why is that finally chocolate non-supernatural cause up to the meowing I heard that night? Yeah, good point. If you think about it, the curse attached to the statue is just another layer of security for my grandfather. Not only does it have a secret compartment with a gimmick to opening it, but it even has an ominous story surrounding it, designed to drive people away. Perhaps this amused my grandfather enough to make this one of his cherished possessions. I could see that.
Amasa.
At any rate, I'm glad you were able to get to the bottom of what really happened with your grandpa. I agree, truly. Can't tell you the weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. And it's all thanks to you, Yakuza. Oh, I don't know. You were really sharp on this case too, Amasa. What, really? Yeah, you're the one who figured out the trick to opening the cat. Not only that, you solved the locker room murder right after learning who did it. That's true, but still. You know what, Amasawa? I sort of feel like your grandfather was hoping you'd solve the statue's mystery all along. Think about it. Why else would he ask you to be brutal about the statue while holding it? If he wanted to keep it a secret to anyone. Everyone. Even with what was in it? If I solved the mystery, I'll find out what's inside. Well, maybe it was meant to be a gift for future you. A prize in order to full-run detective Kyoko Amasawa. I see. So when I don't fall victim to lies and push past the fear, you find the glimpse of the truth. Yeah, that definitely sounds like my grandfather. Gold might be gone, but you still knew you would become a fine detective and solve a genuine mystery, just like your grandfather predicted. I'm sure he's proud of you wherever he is. I sure hope so. Well, Grandpa, are you? Alright, that's that done. Now I'm free. And we're back at the school. Alright, and with that little side case done, I'm afraid that is where we are gonna have to call it a day. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Really appreciate your time as well as your support. Now, as per usual, for those of you who just tuned in, I'll be archiving this stream on my YouTube channel, so if you want to check out the stream in its entirety, feel free to check it out over there if you wish. Also, if you like what I do and want to show your support, please leave a like in the stream, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and give my Twitch a follow for more streams to come in case you happen to miss any. Also, if you still want to hang out with me post-stream / off-stream, feel free to join me in my personal Discord, as well as give my Twitter and Instagram a follow, which all the links will be down in the description below. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, my name's TheCGamer, and I'll see you guys next time.